Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Think it right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. I do what I do for you. You know how I do it. Let's go. Writers in 25 rules live by storytelling. Story with a message. Message is story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's ride. Right thinkers mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Getting to know yourself a little bit better. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the goal of all right thinkers. That's my mission for all you guys who follow right thinking philosophy to do just that. Know yourself in the end. That's the plan. Now, the question: do you know you? Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Today, I'm going to give a lesson. I've been doing a lot of talking about yeah, but today let's give a lesson. I want to teach. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about the 5 yoga styles. Yeah, I'm practicing yoga over 10 years in. So every now and then, I'm you know what I know about yoga and meditation. That's my little side thing. Okay, here we go. 5 styles of 5 yoga styles, aka semi-Tawi, Egyptian yoga. And yoga means to commune with the higher self, become one with your inner self. Okay. Yoga of wisdom. This is the first one. Yoga of wisdom, which is my favorite. Okay. Why? Anything got to do with knowledge and learning, I'm with that. Why? That's what I like. That's what I want. That's what I crave. I'm hungry for knowledge. Okay, I'm thirsty for knowledge, so that's why I quench my own thirst by digesting all the knowledge I could when I can. That's my favorite pastime. Sorry about that. Okay, watch go. Let's do. Excuse me. Yoga of wisdom is when you study, when daily, and do what? Reflect on those teachers and live them and manifest the teachings for yourself. Yoga of wisdom was taught where in the temples of Aset, aka Isis, to the believers was imparted in 3 stages. When we teach wisdom, religion, anything, there's 3 steps that's important for you to learn. These are things that teach you how to learn. The first one, listening, hearing to the wisdom teachings of the nature of reality and creation and the nature of life. We study from the creation story and understand that. If you don't understand the creation, aka the Big Bang or whatever in the beginning, that's when you get the information. Everything will be laid out for you. So listening is important. Next thing is, once you listen, you have to what? Reflect. So reflecting on those teachings that you heard, incorporate them in what? Your daily life. That means you're going to implement the teachings. You're going to use what you was told. That's the art of teaching. But that's the teacher. As a student, these are things that you have to do to become knowledgeable and understanding of what you're being taught. Let's go to meditation. Third phrase. First one's listening. Second one's reflecting. Third one is meditating on the true meaning of the teachings. The Bible don't subscribe to meditating. That's a whole nother issue. But meditating is the art of pondering and learning what was presented to you for yourself. So when you go into a state of meditation, you're putting it to use. You're putting it into action and thoughts. And now you can manifest it for yourself. They found out that they took the scan of the brain, before state of meditation. They took it after meditation. There's a difference. So they've proven that meditation psychologically works in the brain. It makes things happen different. Okay, so it's a reason to meditate. Yoga of the devotional love. That's the love of God. That's Christians loving Jesus. I don't care, but it's the truth. And that's what you're doing. If it's working for you, keep doing it. I ain't saying stop. If you know that's what you're doing and that's what works for you, you continue to do that. All my Christian friends doing just what they need to do for themselves as a Christian. They could care less about my philosophical points of view because what they're doing working for them. They don't need this. Everybody don't need right thing. Why? They got something that's working for them. I want those who don't have nothing working. I'm trying to give you some help. Not trying to stop you from what you're doing or deter you from what you're doing. Just enhancing. That's it. Understand that. I'm an enhancer. I'm a booster, not a takeaway. I don't take nothing. I just give. So understand it. Let's deal with devotional love. I show my devotion every day. Yoga of devotional love is what? Dedicating and worshiping your higher self, aka God. Pray to God. Meditate to God. Do the right thing for God. Getting to know the divine through what? Myth, learned, and by living it daily. I learned the stories of Osiris. I learned it. I understand it. I don't think it's real. I know better. It's a myth. Philosophical points of views are made with storytelling. Myths are stories with messages in them. So understand that, please. And if you're devotional study, if you're devotional to love and God, you will respect and practice what? The rituals of what? The myths that you act like the divinity. Change their name and be like them. Yeah, I worship Christ. He was in the flesh, just like you. He learned, just like you can, who he was. Philosophically, conceptually, that's what religion wants you to do. They want you to have right. Listen to this. The mystical experience, they tell you what it is. Excuse me, is when you commune with your higher self. Y'all call it born again. Y'all call it being. No, that I don't call it. I don't do none of that. I just know what it is. So what you call it, that's fine. But the point of it, when you make contact, commune with your higher self, with the divine, that's dissolving and melting the heart. That means you becoming one with your higher self. You knowing who you are through the experience and knowledge and understanding of what you're doing, when you're doing it. Some of us pull it off without even knowing. But if you're doing the right thing, it doesn't make a difference if you know it or not. Doing it will get you rewarded. So if you're a bad person doing the right thing, that don't go together. You can be a good person and still do the wrong thing. Okay, yeah. Deceit, sneaky stuff that you think nobody gonna know about. That's what God sees. You can do all that within yourself. God sees all that. Outside people don't see what's going on the inside of us. If we go out around being transparent, we would not. That would not be a good thing. Because what go on the inside should stay on the inside. Why? Because it's not always good. I'm just saying. But when you commune with your higher self, that's you coming to be one with God. Become one with the divinity to identify with the divine, the divinity of God. When you recognize and realize you and him are one and you get that mystical experience, well, oh, yeah, I had mine. You call it epiphanies. When you wake up and you realize you and him you had an epiphany. Your life should change. An epiphany means an experience that's going to change your life. Doing the right thing, becoming the right thinking master will do just that. Trust me, the process, and you feel it, you will get the rewards of it. Here you go. Next one. Yoga, one of my other favorites, of right action, aka IRI, doing the right thing for the right reason. That's the only reason why I do the right thing. Of course, I get rewarded. Yoga of right action was the general discipline, the general discipline in the temples of Haru, right, and Edfu. Spiritual discipline and doing the right thing was par for the course. Watch this. Yoga of right action. Okay, no, next one is listen. Learn ethics and laws of cause and effect. There's 7 of them, but we're gonna start with this. So the first one, everything is mental. So you got to learn everything starts up here. Cause and effect. You practice right action when daily, aka right thing philosophy. I told you if you do the right thing for the right reason, you will be rewarded. Not for the person who you did whatever you did for, but you'll be rewarded for your higher self for what? Because being in any situation and doing the right thing is what you will be rewarded for. If you do what you want to do, you do how you feel, you're going to have feathers. Why? Self-inflicted concepts that you brought on yourself through what? Ignorance. Understand that. Purify. mm, Purify your who? Oh, excuse me. Purify your impurities of your personality. That means, as a Mason, we told you to use the gavel to knock off the superfluities of the brick, the ash that we call you as coming in, is to take off your flaws. All your character flaws that you know about, you want to eradicate them by stop doing them. Purification. Okay, excuse me. That's Mayat practice. Cultivation of what? Your higher virtues, selfless service, doing the right thing for the right reason, not how you feel and what you think you should do. Just operate on the premise of doing what's right. You ain't got to worry about a bunch of feathers. When you do what you want, you act on your emotion, you got to be responsible for that action. And those actions come with a consequence. And most of them are because you was ignorant at the time of what you should have been doing, which was the right thing. That's what I'm saying. Now, this purifies what? The mind. How you purify the mind? By doing what's right. And intellect from what? Subtle impurities as, oh, okay. What does this? Okay, excuse me. As egoistic ideas. Okay, stopping the negative thoughts. Stop the ego from running the show. You got to control what you want, how you want it, and when you want it. Most people can't. They just want what they want, and that's the end of the story. Spoiled, whatever you want to call it. But we all have that. The idea to control it. The ego wants what it wants. Male or female, don't make a difference. So don't get caught up in what women get. No, same thing. The ego runs them too. If they haven't gotten knowledge of self, they will be run by their ego. Same thing. There you go. Now, next one is yoga of meditation. Another practice that if you institute this into your life, you will have a change of thought process. Why? Because now you learn how to control the negative thoughts, block them out when they come along, block them out with good thoughts. Now, with meditation, posture and focus your attention, center yourself, be the dot in the circle. We taught you this is the circle, you're the dot. Why? Because you need a compass to set for the circle. Compass make the circle 360. You're in the middle. You're it, so to speak. Okay. In meditation, that's the frame of mind you want to go into. Just be center yourself and let it happen. I'm not a guru, so I ain't got time to sit here and tell you how to meditate. So that's not my thing. Okay. Now, what is that? Okay. 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 I don't know what my writing look. Okay. Okay. Hector, excuse me. Hector, aka words of power. Excuse me. I am the word in the flesh. We all are. So for you to make one person, that don't make much sense. So that's why I don't concede or subscribe to that theory, that concept. I got different perception about that, different viewpoint. So understand that. Yeah, okay, here you go. Visualizations. Visualize my body. Visualization is my body is like Ra, the day of his birth. That's what they say. I am the soul of Ra. The spirit that's in me is the same that's in him. So that's the concept. I and the Father are one. So all that, they're telling you that everything is inside of you. Egypt, upper, lower, you're Egypt. Another lesson. All right, but here you go. Now, the offering of Mayat symbolized the ultimate act of righteousness in respect to the higher self. You see a lot of people make offers of Mayat, little statues just sitting there. Okay, that's the offering to live and be Mayat. We're gonna work with that later, but that's a way of life. Mayat was what they aspired to live, to be like. Why? Because it purified the heart, to lighten the heart. So at Judgment Day, it would be light as a feather, so you can pass on to the next life. They taught you how to beat the system. Worked well for over 3,000 years. Some say 5. Okay, I'm being nice and saying generally I'm saying 3. But the fact that you can get a group of people living as one, and all over Africa they was doing it. Spirituality works that way. To see oneself as one with Maya, essentially united with what? The cosmic order. That's what she represents. That's why I give her all the credit. Without that, without Maya, nothing matters. Why? Because everything would still be in chaos. Order, justice, reciprocity, balance in all things. That's divine. That's Maya. That's my girl. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'm going to get to the last one. Most people like this one. Tantra Yoga. That's the one with Kama Sutra, with all the sexual positions. And fellas, I'm trying to explain to you, the woman is always on top. You can ask Osiris. You can ask Shiva. You can ask anybody who got the other half. The other half is on top. Okay, it ain't about the ego, man. So stop with the well, I'm on this. Shut up. Okay, let's go. Tantra Yoga. Okay, positions, yoga postures, and selfish service for others. That's right thing philosophy. I'm giving you information. I'm helping you along the way. All you gotta do is take the advice and use it. So it don't hurt me to help you. If hurting you, it hurt me, helping you gonna hurt me, I'm not going to help you. So understand that I live that philosophy too. That's mine. I'm not gonna put myself out for somebody. I'm not doing it. So if I'm your friend, you think I'm your friend and you need me and I'm telling you, no, I don't do that. That doesn't mean I'm your friend. That just means I don't do certain things that you want me to do. That's my principles. I live by them. I'm not breaking them. Like Tony my son, all I got is my word and my balls. I don't break neither one of them for nobody. Philosophical thing. Sorry about that. Let me wrap this up. Tantra Yoga is the oldest known yoga, originated in Egypt over 10,000 years ago. This ain't new. It's old. Because they knew, yeah, they've been doing hokey pokey for a long time. It's known now in the West, okay, as Hatha Yoga, yoga of posture. When you see on the picture, they got shoe pushing up, new, Gab is sitting down doing a backspin. Those are all yoga postures. I got 26 of them. I'm going to bring them to you, but I don't practice them, but I know about them. So I bring them to you. If you want to learn about them, I give you the diagram and let you know what you need to do, how to do it. Now, Gab was even on on the ceiling of the temple. Gad was on the ceiling of the temple and had Haru around 800 to 300 BCE in Egypt. So this philosophical concept of yoga has been in Egypt a long time. Indians took it and made it something totally different, based the religion around it. I ain't got a problem with that. Again, they teach, they master, so you can do this and manifest what they say will happen without a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo superstitious belief. Gab, okay, you go. Gab also, watch this, performs the spinal twist. I need to do that because my back is hurting. But some of them I will practice, and that's one of them, the spinal twist. Now you see Newt, you see lady covering over the earth with all the stars in her, starry decked heaven. That's Newt covering Gab. The story goes right quick. They was in love embrace. God said, break up that nonsense. I can't do what I need to do. Work on the earth with them two like this. So you see Shu pushing Newt up to heaven. And because they broke the law from Ra and had babies, they was punished. She would always be able to look down. He would always be able to look up, but they would never make connection again. Moral of the story is, when you break God's law, the punishment is eternal. Okay? Forever. Trust me, you don't want that. Last one. And again, Newt performs the forward bend covering earth, aka Gad. Yoga philosophies are great tools to help you get to be a better you. Use them. I do. I got more for you. I'll be back.